think I'm wearing my son's boots. Oh wow, we actually went live. Well, oops. Didn't want to necessarily get you guys live right now while I'm getting ready. But yeah, I thought I set it for 10 minutes from now. I hit next and it went ahead and did it anyway. I am tying my boots. I do have a specific process on how I tie my boots as well, as funny as that sounds. But for those of you that know me, I'm sure you're not surprised. Sawyer Flicks, great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. We're going to go touch some grass. Yes, new stream indeed. New stream indeed. In fact, here, let me try to do something here too. You know what? I don't have that ability. As funny as it sounds, I have a process to tie my boots. Want to see? So, as you can see, can you see that here? Let's angle this down somewhat here. Pistol grip is there. Just so you can see. So I've got overhand knots on the end of my shoelace. It's 550 cord, all right? And what I'll do is I'll get it laced up to where I need it to be. Tight-wise. Now, we don't want it to be too tight since we're going outside. It's cold. We want to keep circulation. But I'll do the overhand knots like this. And I'll tie it all the way there. Then I'll double knot it. And then I'll take the loops and then I'll tuck them inside so they're not in the way. Just like that. Why? Why do I do that? For the sake of ensuring that they don't come loose when I'm working. All right, hopefully we can maintain a signal when we go outside because we are going outside. Anthony Blaze, fortnight later. But yeah, we're gonna do this here. We're gonna go hang this. I got a giant slingshot that I'm gonna put to use here in just a moment. Take a look. This is the gear. I've got most of it laid out already. There's one of the pieces of equipment that we'll be using here. And what I need to do though is pull this up so I can actually read the chat while it's going. So I've got my iPad set up on here too. So this is the gear that we'll be using to do the job this morning. Yeah. But yeah, no Fortnite this morning. I do stuff outside first before I play stuff inside when I can. It's cold outside. It's about 40 degrees. So not too cold, but cold enough. We're gonna try to bring out everything outside in one shot. And we'll go from there. But let's do this. My wife's like, you better not mark up the walls. Which is true. I should not mark up the walls. But we're gonna set you guys up here outside. This is the backyard. Sorry, Flix, is that the lavalier mic? Yes, I am using a lavalier mic. The description for it is in the comments. Is in the description below. If you want to take it out, take a look at it. We're in the backyard now. Yes, pool's covered. And I'm gonna set this up right here. Truth or Dare Team Samha. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping on in. I appreciate you. How'd you find my channel? Thanks for being here. All right, so I went back inside the house to get the gear because I'm just gonna walk this all the way out here. "33 viewers, yeah, dude. I had 85 viewers last week, you know, on one stream, which for me, I was pretty darn happy about, you know. Truth or dare? I am not going to. Bro just casually walks across the pool cover. It's one of those, I guess, security pool covers, you know what I mean? So it's pretty sturdy. I'm gonna do truth or dare, I think. But see this tree here, right? We've actually got some, what do you call it? Let's see here. Some lights strewn across the floor here. Let me show you. And this string here, so here are the lights that I gotta hang. And this string here broke. And I gotta rehang it. And I wear a helmet because I don't want stuff falling on me. I've got plenty of head injuries where I don't want to have to deal with that ever again, you know. So, Tame Saha, Windstream, W-Stream, Will Sub. All right, yeah. Bad connection. Oh, man. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in the backyard. We've got a bad connection. So, hopefully, we can maintain and go from there. It's pixels for me. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Sawyer. Let me try to raise this up a little bit higher. Maybe we'll get a better signal. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying right now. And so this stream may not be as good as I want it to be for you guys. And or maybe what I need to do is set this closer to the house. And that way you could at least see the work that I'm doing. I won't be able to see the chat. Oh, I've got my iPad here also. Sawyerflix, it's all good. It's pixels for me. All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna. It's funny. I put it on the pool cover, the camera. So maybe it's a little bit better. Maybe not. Hopefully it gets better. But let's see. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. This is called the big shot. This is a giant slingshot. And I'm going to attach a line to this. I'm going to shoot it up over the top branch over here. When we look up, Brittany Falk, good to see you. All the way to the top of that branch up there. The one that's sticky outy. And that's got to be the suspension line for this. For this. You know, but that's what I got working on right now. Good to see you, Brittany Falk. Thanks for stopping in. What I did, Sawyer, to help with the connection was I got closer to the I raised up the tripod so that it's more line of sight this way through the window. So hopefully that helps a little bit better. But we'll see. To be determined, right? All right. I think you already subbed. If you're chatting in the chat, you have to sub, right? Let me fix the live chat because it's only showing me top messages. I want to see all messages. Chat filter, all messages. All right, so there we go. We got all messages. We've got 14 people watching this process. So check it out. I'm wearing a helmet, not my cowboy hat as normal because, again, there's stuff on my head. And even if it's branches, small branches, sure, I could duck them, you know, but it's also eye protection as well, you know. So this is my throw bag, which has my throw line, which also has the throw weight, yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dump all this stuff out now and then put it back in the bag. Why? By doing this process every single time I throw a line, it allows me to ensure that I have a line that pays out when it's thrown up in the tree unfouled. So doing this basically lays the line on top of each other, you know. So there's a little knot there, just pull that apart. And I do this every time I get it. I use the slingshot and use this throw line. This throw line is very slippery, so it doesn't get hung up on the branches when it's in the tree as well. So just doing this process ensures that it doesn't foul. This is also a good thing to do if you happen to come across any line that you want to throw. Like you had to throw a line to somebody, it's like, throw the line already. Sometimes it's best to ensure that the line is not going to foul by recoiling it. See, look at that. There's a little bit of a knot there, you know. And imagine having to deal with this while it's in the tree. Not a good situation to be in, you know. But maybe we'll do a segment a live stream on how to coil line and throw it so that it doesn't foul. Especially, like I said, if you need to throw it to somebody that's drowning in the water or that's about to drown, because technically, if they are drowning, they're not in the process of drown. They're in the process of drowning, right? So they haven't drowned yet. All right, so this is almost at the very end, and we've got the throw line attached to the throw bag. We've also got this line here, the 550 cord, which will attach to the end of that. I'll show you that here in just a moment. So, pretty cool, huh? Let's see here, Anthony Blaze. Let's see here. I feel like I'm watching Home Improvement with Tim Allen. Good to see you, Anthony. Good to see you. All right, so we've got this slingshot. We're gonna attach it here. I'm gonna bring the camera out a little further so that you can actually see the process as well. So, walking back across the pool cover here. And maybe you could see it a little bit better when I bring it back out here. Or is it washed out because of the sun? We want to focus on the stuff back out here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to bring this out with me as well, so I can read the chat since I'll be far away. Yeah? All right. At least that's the plan. That's the plan. So I've got the iPad here so I can actually read the chitty chat. So the focus is here, and let's see, it's not far enough away. We need to get it here further. So the goal, like I said, is to get a line to the top of the tree. All right, let's see how that looks. Testing the signal by walking around this way as well. All right. So this giant branch that's off to my left. I feel like I need to adjust the camera some more also, looking at it now. We're going for it. We're going for it, folks. All right, Anthony Blaze, I hooked up my room AC. It's getting hot. It's 47 degrees outside right now. Actually, my wife said it was like 42. So it's pretty chilly out here. All right, let's do this. Giant slingshot. We're gonna send it straight up and over. Actually, I'm gonna back it off a bit here so I have a slight angle, so I get it where I want it to go. We're gonna put the throw bag in the slingshot pouch. And the concern with this, for one, I mean, this is rubber. It sits in the garage. It could dry rot over time, so I do protect my face with this. I should be wearing gloves also because it's freaking cold out, but I didn't bring them. And I don't want to go back inside and get them. So that goes there. Take the safety off. And 3, 2, 1, launch. Ah, I just missed. I just missed the branch. It's almost like it's too heavy. All right, so try it again. Try it again. So if it's too heavy, do I need to use a different? It was a good throw. It was a good line. It just wasn't high enough to clear the top branch of where I needed it to go. You know, and it paid out beautifully, and such. It's like there's other techniques that people use that don't have a giant slingshot like I do, but I got this because I wanted to do the job when I was doing arborist work easily, you know, because how long will it take? And this is fun, playing with a giant slingshot. Right? Appreciate all you guys hanging out. Apologize for the quality of the stream if it's pretty, if it's tiny for one, or pixelated. I moved the camera closer to the front, or closer to the router, and knowing that it's signal out here, cell phone wise, makes me want to do something different with respect to my internet once again, because I should have a good signal. I'm on cell phone power right now, right? 80 is here. Wow, Anthony, that's awesome. All right, so this bag is the 12.4 ounce bag, and this bag here, I don't know, this might be a 16 ounce. It's 10 ounce, 10.6. We're changing bags. We're gonna go with a lighter bag so that it will fly further higher. So I actually have a bowline tied to this. So it's very easy, even though it's been tensioned, it's very easy to untie. So stir this back in the bag so I don't lose it. And then I'll put another bowline on this. So using a 10 ounce bag will allow it to fly higher. So why would I have a heavy one and a small one? Well, sometimes you need the heavier one so that it can, once it's in the tree, you want it to penetrate through the rest of the canopy on its way down, especially if it's highly leaved area. You know, if it's too light, it may not return back to you because it got enfouled in the tree. All right, so once again, face mask goes down, protect my face, you know, protect that smile that you guys like to see. And we're gonna look once again. All right, let's see here. I'm not watching the Super Bowl. He'll be on Fortnite. Anthony, I am not watching the Super Bowl either. I don't even know if I have it. I don't have cable TV. You know, I could probably watch it on the internet or something like that, but I have no desire to watch the Super Bowl. I think it's ridiculous these athletes get what they get paid, but opinions. Okay, so safety released for playing a game like that for entertainment value. All right, 3, 2, 1, launch. Look at that. That sails so high. Perfect shot. And there it is, coming back down. Boom. That was beautiful. Did you guys see that? That was awesome. So now, let me go get the camera so that you guys can see better. You know what I ought to do while I'm here? Clear all this shit out of the way also. And yes, my hands are freaking freezing now. Even more so than they were earlier. Whew, my hands are freezing. What's up, Dusty? Yeah, I was just cleaning off the pool cover over here a little bit. These leaves are wet. And it's 40 degrees outside. I can feel the temperature dropping actually. Yeah, it's freaking cold. It's freaking cold, Dusty. What's up, Dusty? What's going on? All right, let's bring it back over. So, okay. Whew. It's 40s here in Virginia Beach. And yeah, we're out touching grass. Here, watch, touching grass. Touching the grass. All right. Putting the iPad back on the mount. Pretty cool setup here that I've got going on. I'll show that to you guys later on if you are interested in seeing. Let me go get the throw weight and I'll show you what the plan is next. You know what I want to do too? Change this around as well. Experience this thing fall over because the leg, it's top heavy this way, you know, so. All right, we just hung the line. And I'm gonna pay this back into the bag like so. Why? Keep everything neat and tidy. And once it goes into storage, it'll stay in storage again until I use it again next. All right, so I'm basically attaching some 550 cord to this. And I'm actually gonna leave the weight on there. Why? in case I need to bring it back down. You know, I probably don't even need to be honest with you. Another bowline. You guys know how to tie bowline? Here. Bowline. Through. The purpose of the bowline is to tie a loop at the end of a line. So I want the loop to be down in here. Basically, I want the loop to be here and putting a knot effectively there. Yeah? So the purpose of the bowline is to tie a loop at the end of the line. And so that's where my loop is going to be. I do an overhand loop like this, right? Which is effectively like a hole, right? And this part here is kind of like the tree. This part, we call that the tree. Make that flat. This running end, right, will be your rabbit, and the rabbit comes out of the hole, around the tree, and back through the hole, back into his hole again. And I just created the bowline, which looks like that. It's a pretty secure knot. Like I said, good for tying a loop at the end of a line. Same here, it's 80s in Arizona. What in the name of God? It's 83. I'm sitting outside in shorts and a tank top. Is that normal? Is that normal for this time of the year for you though? All right. Normally I have gloves because I could easily get rope burn, especially with this line. It's so tiny. But I'm not gonna bother because I've got man hands. And basically that's gonna unspool this line here. Right? As I pull it up. And when I pull, I don't pull like this. I actually bend my hand like so. Okay, I don't want to foul myself either. And that's why I do like to have gloves on. And this gives me a grip, if you will, but it's gonna tear up my pinky hand. And then I'm gonna have to do it the other way. So it's unspooling there, so that's a nice unspool action. Have we cleared the top yet? Nope, almost. Let me show you what's going on top. There you go. Can you see that yet? Oh shit. I gotta start over because I let go of the line. What I should have done was this. So there it is. Here, we'll do that. Give you a different what's going on upstairs. All right. All right. What did you say, Dusty? I'm still waiting on the live on not tying about a year ago. I know, Dusty. I've been thinking about that. I was like, all right, cool. I do. You know what? We'll do it. We'll do it. Promise. All right, starting over. Bring this thing back up top again. We'll get it, Dusty. Promise. In fact, I might do a whole segment on climbing as well. Do a live on my gear, the gear that I utilize. But before we do that, what I need to do is get a better signal outside as well. Because if we're going to be in the backyard, we want to ensure that I have a signal so it's not so pixelated. All right, so now that it's at the top, I got to be mindful that it doesn't just come crashing down, which it's not. And that's why I've got the helmet on as well, to ensure that I don't hurt myself in this process. All right. Just had to reposition the spool of 550 cord. I probably could have done without the weight. I think that's just habit that I have it up there. See the weight coming down? All right, let's see. We're gonna bring this back around here. Now that we're a little bit lower. Can you see that at all? The spool is floating around over here. So that's a nice thing about having two different colored lines also. You could see what's where. Because I got fouled a little bit. Not too bad, not too entangled, but minimizing the fouling of it all is definitely an important thing. And recognizing prior to it fouling. Oh, it's gonna foul. All right, so we're back down on the ground. Like so. Neo versus, good to see you, my friend. Jason in the woodland jungle, watch out for that tree. Like George. That's awesome, I like that, well done. So, yeah, line's back on the ground. Whew. That's cool. All right, so we're here, we got this going on, we're just untying it. And this can go back in its secure pouch there and off to the side. So now what's next? All right, so basically this end here, cheese is everything. 100% agree. Cheese is an important part of the day. Tying a bowl in once again at the end of my knot of the line, so I have a loop. And then I'm not even gonna bother to, well, I'll put a security knot on there, a half hitch at the very end, which is fine to do. It's good enough. It's not a lot of tension is going to be applied to it, but one end will actually be attached to the middle of some lighting over here, and then the other end will be attached to a tree over there so that I can haul it up. See what's going on here. All right, so let's angle this out this way. Great to see you, Neo. And I'll continue to wear my helmet for the sake of ensuring that I don't have stuff land on my head, or when stuff does fall on my head, it doesn't hurt so bad. So we're bringing this over here. We're just gonna tie a little half hitch here so it doesn't unspool so fast. And then we're gonna find the line of where I wanna attach it to, which is probably right here. Yep, this is exactly where I want it to be. And what I'm doing, can you guys see me? You can't see me. Move this back over here. So basically I am over here. This point is where I want it to be, right? And I am actually going to feed it through because there's a little loopy loop there. And I prefer to use this light's little loop that's on it. I think it's a good idea to use the gear as opposed to wrapping around the actual electrical, because then the concern is it's going to move, it's going to fray. I mean, I'd rather it fray there as well. It's tight, so you just got to get it through. So now that I've got the loop through there, right, I'm actually going to use a branch to secure this, like so. Why? Chances are the branch twig will break before it actually, does damage to the line. So I've got all this fouling of line here. What I should have done is brought some scissors out here so I can cut all this up. In fact, before I raise it up, I'm gonna go get it. So let's do that. Let's run inside real quick and get it. Let's see here. Are you having a party in the backyard? No, my wife just likes to have the backyard decorated. Let me show you here. So these lights go, these are outdoor lights. These things, fire pit, you know, and they go across the yard over here. You guys have seen the backyard. It gets plugged into the wall, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have these lights set up. But I want to get, as funny as it sounds, I actually didn't bring my knife outside, so, and I always do have one on me. But we're gonna get that right now, get that squared away. All right, going back out to the backyard. Why are you walking around with a helmet? Right? I should be walking around with a helmet. One too many head injuries. You know, so got to take care of the noggin. Let's see, Cowboy Lives Matter. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Jason likes to keep the hitching posts more organic, no dead wood by the saloon. He gets the real ones in the backyard. You know me too well. You know me too well, Neo. All right. Whoa, what happened here? All right. Cowboy Lives Matter. Heck yeah, man. Whoa. Okay. Adjust the angle here. There we go. Okay, is that good? Is that where we want to be? Hard for me to see and tell. All right, so all this old line that's pretty much fouled, I'm just gonna, I could probably throw it in the wash. I mean, but it's been hanging there for, these lights have been here for what, almost 8 years. They still work, you know, which is pretty darn awesome. And so this line, I'm just gonna throw it away. So yeah, we're just gonna throw the line away and go from there, you know. I gotta sharpen my knife here. All right, we're live. Yeah, I lost connection again. I got too far away. So, all right, we're live. Yeah, I lost connection again. I got too far away, so it's like furthest away I can be from the router. Even though I'm on my cell phone, the unit still has its limitations. Clearly, right? So, let's continue on with the unfouling of this, but I'll just leave you guys a little further away. There's that. There's this one here. Okay. All right, taking this off. Need to carve some bark off of this tree here. Oh, you shouldn't do that. It's all right, tree's gonna survive. I've spiked this tree before. It's still alive. And I'm just taking pieces of bark off anyway, so it's easy for my line to clear and for this to clear off as well. I've got a clove hitch attached to this piece, to this metal, and we'll go ahead and raise this up, put this underneath there like that. Interesting. Tying a clove hitch at the end here. Just to get, I mean, it's so slick, it's not going to exist. But then I'll tie 2 half hitches up top here, and then another half hitch on a bite. Keep it secure, and that's good enough as far as I'm concerned. And then I cut the rest of the line off, call it a day. Yep, I gotta sharpen this knife. It's super dull. Not cool. Tie an end figure 8, overhand figure 8 to be a stopper knot. Not that it's gonna play out, but I have it there set up, ready to go, and that can sit there like so, and we're good. The job's done. All right, who else is hanging out here? Need a wire extender in the garage. Yeah, no kidding, right? Have you heard of Treehouse Masters? It's a show where people call Pete or carpenters out there to get it done. Nice. Gotta be smarter than the equipment you operate. That's tall order in the age of entertainment. What do you have? Yeah, good thinking. It's a good idea. In fact, I do have a hotspot that's off, which I need to turn back on so that we can ensure that we've got good connection. In fact, let's take a quick look and see what our connection is here. So, what is it? Speedtest.net. All right. Speed test by Ookla. I just booked. Oh, my wife just sent me a text for something. I guess we're going to a show. I missed the whole thing. Speedtest.net's pulling up. I'm gonna start to do the cleanup process here. But basically, to clean up, now that the lights rehung, we're happy again. My wife will be happy about that. I'm happy that the lights are no longer on the ground either. I am assuming that they still work also. How crappy would that be if at the end of the day none of it works, right? Because they're just dead. All right. So let's go ahead. We're gonna speed test. We'll see what the uploads and downloads are. All right, but yeah, we're just gonna gather all this line so that I don't get it when I cut the grass. But yep. So let's see, speed test by Ookla is still going. Got to be smarter. Yeah, no, for sure. Speed is still doing its thing. I clearly have a poor connection here. Ping is 58. All right, so that's one end of trash. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ate Grace, good to see you, Grace. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. My helmet, I think my helmet's crooked, huh? There we go. Helmet's a little crooked. How are you, Grace? Our downloads are 1.38, uploads are 12. It's pretty poor. All right, let's take a look and see if we've got all the gear gathered up over here. Let's see here. Boom. There. Hoping that I didn't miss you guys. Here, anything here? All right. And then, yeah, I'm just gathering gear. What are you doing today? I just hung, so you see these, here, let's get closer. Actually, I can't get any closer. Otherwise the signal is lost because I'm on Wi-Fi with the phone. But if you can see it here in the background, that horizontal line, here, I'll show you. This line here, Here, these are lights. Yeah, and I shot a line with my giant slingshot here to the top of the tree to hang that light. And so that's what I've got going on there. A hazard for drone flying. A hazard for drone flying. Don't hang. No, I hung the, what do you call it? I hung the tree lights. So, looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. My wife might say she wants it lower, in which case then I'll lower it as well. Yeah, but yeah, me and my giant slingshot. And that's what I got. That's what I did today. Whew. Which was the primary task for this morning, this afternoon. What do you guys want to talk about now? What do you want to see me do? You know? But yeah, this was pretty cool. This was fun to do. You know? I wonder how the cellular phone signal is as well. From a standpoint of if I went live on my cell phone where I wouldn't be on Wi-Fi, it would actually maintain a better connection. The bigger the wizard, the bigger the staff. That sling, it's better than climbing up there. Yeah, no kidding, right? That's a giant slingshot, that's for darn sure. And that, I mean, could I climb up there? Yeah, I've actually got the proper safety equipment and climbing gear to get up there too. And maybe we'll do a segment on that, a live stream with all my gear. But the rubber is still pretty good on this. It's not dry rot. I should probably keep it inside the house and out of the garage so that to ensure that it does not dry rot. And it's easy to do and break it. Pop that out here like so. Actually, stuck. I'm not gonna sit there now. What I would do is I'd put this up like that, and then I'd put something underneath it, and then add this thing off. You know. But yeah, no, I'm an arborist as well. Small time, not the big time guys. I do proper tree climbing gear to do, and I might actually take out this gumball tree that's over there. This spring. There's a gumball tree. That one that looks Jane looking. Yeah. This tree right here. I'm gonna take that down, I think. I hate those gumballs. They're, you know, they're such a pain. Interesting. I'm gonna go see if this beehive is actually active still. There's a beehive over here in this stump. And they sting the heck out of me all the time. Not happy about that. Yep. Lots of yard work to do. Lots of yard work to do. It's good. Jason is at Isengard, Lord of the Rings vibes. I'm wearing the wrong equipment then. You know. All right, let's wrap up, shall we? So, show you that process here. So this is the 550 cord that goes back in the garage. This one is here. As you can see, this bag's old. It's poked. The plastic here is poking through, which is not good. It's supposed to go in here, and I just need to fix that so it folds up properly and goes inside the bag as appropriate. But not sure how or why. I should reach out to Petzl and be like, yo, how do I fix this? But basically what I'm going to do is fold this down here like that, and then I could take this, put that into a circle like so, fold it in kind of like a tree or a sun, what's it called, the sunshade for your car. Stick it in this little carry bag. I'll just leave those poking out so it doesn't poke any more holes in the handy dandy plastic bag. And I'm actually going to take a picture of this upstairs and show it to Petzl and show him, hey look, the bag's broke. It's not defective, it's just Baroque right now, you know? So, Dusty, let's see here. What'd you post up there? Amazon. I have the last three. What'd you post? Let's see. I have the last through 2 hurricanes and fall 20 feet down. I had this last through the last 2 hurricanes Don't you dare call him Jason Smeagol. My precious. Precious? Let's see. All right, let's take a look at this this link. You got some more gear there, Dusty? What is it? It's pulling up slow because my internet is slow outside here. Solar streetlights outdoor. Oh, all right. Pretty cool. Solar parking lot lights, commercial dusk. Motion sensor for garage driveway. Interesting. Right on. James Ray, good to see you. You know what? We're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I like it dark. I prefer not to have any lights. I mean, unless we're doing something like we're doing stuff in the backyard here, you know, then yeah, we'll light it up. But because we're so far off the beaten path, I like it dark. I don't even like the lights on. It's almost like, yeah, the darkness is my friend. My wife's like, how can you see? I was like, I don't know. I prefer the dark. At night, you know, because if there's light, that means I also can't see what's in the shadows also, right? Can't see what's in the shadows. So, yeah. All right. That's pretty cool, Dusty. That's pretty cool. It looks pretty darn heavy duty as well, to tell you the truth. We're gonna throw that in the trash. Great to see you, James Ray. I love mine. Yeah, no kidding. Hello, I'm back. Begzada Ledenko. Good to see you. How do you this stream, by the way? Appreciate you stopping on in to say hello. Heck yeah. Let's go back to YouTube here. Jason is a vampire now. I appreciate you coming back, Begzada, as well. Thank you very much. What's that other link that you sent? Was that the same link, Dusty? It looks like it's the same exact link. So I'm not going to click on the second one. But yeah, no, I do like the dark, you know. It's there's something about it that's peaceful for me. You know, whenever we go camping, I prefer to not use a flashlight, as funny as it sounds, if we're walking around in the dark. Why? I use the ambient light from the moon, the stars to see. You know, when you're walking down the path, you can actually see a lot more, not just the path in front of you, right? And you take your time. It's not like you're running through the woods, which you can do as well. But you can actually look up and see where the path is because there's going to be a break in the trees, you know? So, yes, sorry. Yeah, no worries, Dusty, no worries. No need to say so, but thank you for saying so. All good, you know? But, yeah. I might hang that light up a little bit higher. We'll see, to be determined. It has remote control. You can turn on or off. Oh, nice. All right, cool. Right on, Dusty. I don't know that I have a use for something like that right now. You know? Yet, but I'm sure I will, you know? Who are you? Are you good? Yes, I am good. I'm Livarius, and I am good. Thank you, Begzada. Yes, I am good. Think of a song from the Phantom of the Opera, Silence of the Night. You know what? I'm not as cultured as you are there, James Ray. I'm not as cultured as you are, so I've not seen that opera, as you know, if you can believe that. Here, we'll walk this out to the front. Walk you guys out to the front here. Play. So I can take this to the trash, and then we'll come back through and go from there. But actually, we're just going through the house and go through the front door. It's got to go that way anyway, you know? Yeah. All right, put you guys down here so I can bring this stuff inside first. Right back. I'm just glad I got that thing freaking, what do you call it, cleared off. I cleared out all the leaves on this thing here, you know. All right, cool. Let's go inside. Big Zada, what's your favorite? I don't have a favorite song. You put me on the spot. I can't even think of a favorite. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. How about that? Yeah, Home on the Range. Folk songs. Or Baby Shark Song. A song I used to sing to my son. Among all the other songs that I used to sing to him when he was a little baby. All right. I'm the real Slim Shady, just want you to know. All right, let's go ahead and put this stuff away. It got warm inside this house. Much like Romeo and Juliet, we've all seen a version of it. It's been done more times than a facelift. Which one are you talking? Wait, what? The Phantom of the Opera? All right, I gotta put the glasses on so I can read. You should utilize your house outside camera when you're live streaming outdoors. If you could remotely control zoom and pan, then you only need the mic. Perhaps, Dusty, perhaps, but that sounds like a lot more work to me than it sounds. To set it up, that is, you know what I mean? Oh man, I did a version of Baby Shark for my granddad. Oh, have what do you call it? Redbeard sing it, James Ray. Have Redbeard sing it. Oh man, are you aware you could get a dimmer switch for those lights? It plugs in line with the power. Oh no, I was not aware of that, Stephen Wire. That's a very good idea as well. I mean, they're pretty dim as it is, but that would actually be pretty cool to have it dim, even dimmer. Nice, James. Stephen. Let's see here. Much like Romeo and Juliet, we've all seen a version of it. It's been done more times than a facelift. And you know what, Dusty? I don't want to tie my security cameras. It's a closed system also, come to think about it, right? Well, I don't want to. That's a completely separate system. I will use the live stream cameras that I have on my cell phone and other things versus something like that. But this is a very good idea, I mean, if I were to live stream from one of those cameras, right, what I would do is on my PC, I would actually do a window capture of that because I could log into my security cameras via the website and then just do a screen capture from that so you guys can see, hey, in fact, I have it set up so that whenever a sensor is triggered, right, that camera view pops up on the computer. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like, boom, pops up. And I can see what activity is occurring over there. Motion, when the lights come on right over there. So pretty cool. But yeah, but it's a closed system. I don't want to put that on the live stream. Now then people will know my camera angles. Right? Right? That's funny. All right, I'm going to take this off because it's getting warm. I'm going to be going live with Fortnite here in a little bit. I'll end this stream in about 4 minutes from now or so. Whew. But yeah, that was just a quick outside, touch the grass session here. Surprised it doesn't pop up on your TV also. Well, the funny thing is I don't watch TV, I mean, it pops up on my cell phone, and there are some things that I like to have connected and integrated, and some things that I don't. And which is fine, And if it pops up on the TV, right? I'd rather have it on my phone so that I can see right with then and there, as opposed to the TV when we're watching TV. Because then I could just turn the TV off. It's on my phone. Then I could go and darken house, darken ship, and go see what's going on in that spot. I already know some of your camera angles. They all seem to point at your... Exactly, James, right? Because after all, right? That's funny. Yeah. What else you guys got for me? Good ideas, though. Very good ideas, Dusty. I like it. I was thinking out of the box there, using the camera angles and and the pan tilt zoom functions on those cameras to to do a stream. But at the same time, we've all seen cameras, security cameras, right? you can only get so much detail. It wouldn't be like right here. I'd be out over there. Although that would have been cool for this because you could see the big picture of the yard as well. But yeah, that might have been a good idea for this, but we're not there anymore. But the idea also of having this on my phone, on my hand, I've got full control of what I'm doing, what I want you guys to see and share with you. You know, we have the weather radar on all time because it's the local radio stations playing music. Ah, right on. Let's see, Iskender, not the Super Bowl man. Me? No, no, and which is probably why I've only got 19 people watching the stream right now because everybody's watching the Super Bowl. I could care less about the Super Bowl, to be honest with you, unless of course it's the New York Giants playing, and then I'll probably watch it, or the New York Jets, because why not? I did my last video that I put up. It was done while watching you shot last. Oh, cool. All right, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that one. I know you're getting into the AI production, which is pretty darn cool. A skill in itself, I think. So right on. Let's take these boots off. I'm gonna take these boots off. Oops. Yeah. All right. Before I start tracking dirt and mud throughout the house, my wife is gonna. She won't get mad. She'll just tell me to clean it up. I don't want her to have to tell me because she'll see it. It's like, something again, right? What kind of socks do you guys wear? These are darn tough socks, and these are awesome. Merino wool. Your feet get wet, they dry out pretty quickly. These boots are Salomon 4D Quest. Whenever I find them, I try to buy a few sets of them because I go through them pretty quickly. Well, I used to go through them when I was active doing stuff outside a lot, But yep. Clean up the mess now. Well, I can see it all before my wife sees it, before she has to tell me to clean it up. It's better that way. Let's see here. Creating and watching shooting, it can't be good in the long run. What are we talking about? Creating and watching shooting. That can't be good in the long. I'm not sure. Did you know that no one outside the United States cares about the Super Bowl? No? What about the Americans that are overseas? They're not inside the United States, but they're Americans and they're overseas. So, big statement. Big statement. Now, if you're talking about the non-Americans, I believe that. I mean, why would they? It's like, do Americans care about cricket? You know what I mean? Some Americans care about rugby, right? But not all. It's not a popular sport in America, right? Cricket's not a popular sport in America. What's another sport that's not popular in America that Americans don't care about, right? So yeah, no, I believe that because football is not an international sport, why would anybody outside the U.S. care about it? So agree with you 100%, Iskender. Laugh out loud, that's what I do. You think he was just carrying on the hip, he sleeps with it on too, locked and ready at all times. How do you know, Dusty? How do you know? That's awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it in for now. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I will see you on Fortnite here in a little bit when I go live, probably around 8 o'clock. We're going to have dinner here soon, and then I'll set the live stream up to be around 8 o'clock. But I'll see you guys later. James Ray, Dusty, appreciate you guys. Iskender, thank you for being here. Big Zada Ledenko, thank you very much. You're the best. I love to sit in my room and watch your lives. Oh, thank you very much, Big Zada. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys. Stephen Wire, have a great one. Yeah, we'll get on the we'll go live again here later on. Thank you guys, and I will see you later on. Have a great day.